So I want to go straight to the point. So people in these days are discussing about how English or speaking in a foreign language can be the proof of knowledge. So you people don't know. So when you say that you are attacking people from my village, so you are attacking them this way. So people of my village, like me, as we went to school in like many years ago. So before we went to school, none of us listened or heard someone speaking in foreign language. So I went to school and we learned Kinyarwanda, and the first word that our teacher said in English or was our first word we heard about English. So which means the English we are speaking now, we people from the village, we know that we went through hard to know that. So how do you say that English is only a part of our knowledge and cannot prove who we are? Like we went to the school and we learned so many things, but we gained that power to know what was strange to us. So it's like when I speak in English like this now, I'm proud because now it's the way of saying thank you to my mother. It's a way of saying thank you to my mom and saying thank you to the village people who gave me some kind of possibilities to go to school and learn something. So you people who are saying that English cannot be the proof of knowledge, you are lying so much because it's a knowledge itself. You know, English to us is a knowledge itself. Because we learned everything from the ground, so we didn't know anything before it. So our native language is Kinyarwanda, you know. So those guys who were coming from the other side who had chance to use English like a native language, so they said, so people are getting jobs, maybe they are collecting something behind which is not good, and they are saying, why do they prefer someone who speaks English like he knows much about more than we do? So they say that the English cannot be the proof of knowledge, but you say that because you know something, but for us, you know that the English is the proof of knowledge because itself for us is the knowledge. You understand? So you people like me from Bokoro, from the countryside, you know that knowing evening, good morning was a strange word to us. Uh, we know how making a sentence or having the verb conjugated in the given tense is something big. So we know how much we struggle to know what we can say now. So how can someone say that English is not the proof or the knowledge you have? Why your English itself is the knowledge? You get me well? So how can someone come to you and say that English is not the proof of knowledge while the English itself to you is the knowledge itself? So you people from my countryside, speak in English. Speak. That will make your parents proud because they gave their school fees to you. They bought notebooks. They bought something. They spent nights without having food because they gave you money to go to school. Why can't you speak in English? Because English is the power of what they sent you to school for. You know. English is the power of something made you go to school for. So if you learn either English, go out, shine with it, speak it. So I'm not going to say that I will be using English in my podcast or some talks I'm holding on my camera, but English is a part of mine. That is the hidden version of myself. Some people know that I can beg for the bread or from the other houses using that English, but you know, it's the success of your mother. Speaking in English is the success of your aunt, is the success of the people who invested in you, gave you their money, who spent their nights without having food, who traded their lands for you to go to school to learn that English. Why can't you use it? How do you pay back to the community? It's like when you speak in English, you are paying back. At least you show them that the money they gave you didn't broke into something like the trash. Don't be a failure. Be a brave person to your community. Be a hero to your mother. Speak that English, even though they cannot understand, but at least they know. They gave their blood, they gave their hard work, they gave their money. They spent the sleepless nights praying for you to succeed in the school, praying for you to give the best so that can bring not be a failure. So now you learn English. Why can't you use it? It's those languages you know from the school. They say the English, the French, the Swahili, Kinyarwanda, their language is not the proof of knowledge. They say it's not the proof of knowledge, but for you it's the proof of knowledge. Because now that English you speak, that English you know, is the knowledge itself. You're not like them who went just living in the countryside where they speak English, but for you learned everything, every consonant, every vowels, those stresses and those conjugations. You know that how hard it was. So now go out and shine with your English. Speak. Yes, be proud, be boring, be boring in their heads, be boring in their ears, be boring. Now ruin their spaces, make them feel uncomfortable with your English. Because now you learn from it. Be proud of your certificates, be proud of your achievements, what you got from the school. It's your English. Now speak it. Yeah. So I'm not pushing anyone to speak in English for those people who cannot understand. But actually, when you are with someone who can understand English, speak it. So this is the point I want to hold now, and I want to encourage those people who are fighting on the social media. You know, Rwanda is being attacked in different ways, whether it be physical or social media based. So people who are fighting on the social media use the English. Yes, go on the social media, use the English. As you know, you can transfer the message to those who can hear it. So what is it worth to go to social media and type a long list or type a long paragraph of those people for those people who cannot even understand what you wrote? Go and use English. Communicate effectively. Now pay back to the community. Show them at least they invested in you, but you get what you went to school for. Now value their prayers, value the land they gave to other people who gave least money. The less money they gave for the land you had for you to go to school. Now make it useful. Now show them, but be proud of who you became. Show the parents that you got something from the school and that you can be proud of. Now speak. I am, you are, he is, we are. Yeah. Now you go out and shine with your everything you collected from the schools, whether it be the knowledge, be practical. Even the language is practical. So someone went to school to learn agriculture. They go to the field and they cultivate. They get good harvest. Go out. Use that English. Be proud. So I want to break this myth. I want to break this argument that people are forcing people to believe that English is not the proof of knowledge. For us, we know that English itself is the knowledge. I want you to hear that so easily and comfortable with it. Be comfortable with that who know that English itself is the proof of knowledge, because the English itself is the knowledge itself. So go out and shine. Make your parents be proud. Mama, so be proud of me because now I learned something that you never spoke. In your era, in your village, in your countryside, you never spoke English. But for me, you sent me to school to learn those languages and other stuff that can be using. Like now, I'm thriving in my own way, but it's for you. So now being boasted to boast about our languages you collected from the school is our achievements. Don't stop us now talking in English. Be bored. You want to be bored to make you bored. Yeah, to make you feeling uncomfortable because we knew what you thought you did not know. Yeah. So people from our country, people from the countryside, from my village, see your boy is speaking English. See your boy is speaking English. Be proud of me. Whether be we have those haters from the village, of course, but those who can know they gave their efforts, their prayers. We trade our land. So some people who starve for their kids to go to school. So at least make them feel comfortable and be giving thanks to the Almighty God because they gave at least what they were praying for. So you guys from the village, I know you can understand me well. You guys from my village, you know, can understand me well. I'm using my village because now everywhere in the country, or whether it be in Rwanda or elsewhere, you know how much struggling to know the foreign language is so difficult. You have known something. Please go out and shine with it. Tell people who can understand. At least now we can read something from the Google, from the etiquettes of the products you have bought. Now make sure that you have the power to spread that word, especially for those who are fighting the social media wars. Please go tell them in that language. Write it in the way. Well, now if you are to the extent of 60%, now use it that 60%. They will understand. Making mistakes is fine. So if we're now struggling to have like a small accent to communicate in a way that can give you the best of what you want to communicate with, also you go and you learn more, it's fine. But you people, if you want to pay back in full. pay back in full. You went to school to gain the discipline. The discipline is knowing how to pay back. In paying back is to prove to your parents that they paid the school fees for you now to get something. Now you go to something. People who got the English language from nowhere, it's like it's something that fell on them. You are lucky on your side. But for us who struggle to know I am, you are, he is, we know how much it pained us. It's our success. It's the proof of the knowledge, because the English itself is the knowledge to us. So thank you so much. I want to say thank you to the people who are trying. I think to say thank you to the people who never shook hands with those who are misguiding them, saying you are being proud for nothing. It's something for us. Please boost, boss, baby girl, baby shining. It's your achievements. It's your mother's. It's your mother's investment. So make it so hot and hitting the floor. So thank you so much. I want to remind you that this is not the beginning of my English podcast. I will be communicating in Rwanda. My people, my message have to go together. So I know how much the community of Rwanda and some communities around the world are struggling, but I want to use Rwanda to save the people with the knowledge I have. I'll just to give you a kind of appreciation to the people who invested in me to know how to speak. Whether be little or bad accent, I don't mind. What I tend to do is that just to be grateful to my parents and to the people who went beside me, the people who lent me the space, who were together with me at the school, the people who befriended me just to make me knowledgeable in this way. So I do say thank you. Can now with your little English you can beg for the bread that you wouldn't get when you if you hadn't gone to school. So I will be continuing to use Kinyarwanda. Kinyarwanda is our language. My people are speaking Kinyarwanda. So that's why whenever I want to communicate with those people who can understand only English, I'll be using English. But now I want to deliver my message on the YouTube using Kinyarwanda only because my people needs to hear my message. So if you like, you can subscribe and go together with me. This is a video we remind you of that you are proud. You have to be proud of yourself, that you have the pride inside of you, that you have to be growing up with that dignity you have, and even giving thanks back to your mother and people who starved for you to have such kind of access to education now you have. Thank you so much. Subscribe, like, and click on the bell so that I can be listening to more notifications when I upload something. Peace and love.